Jon Jones gets his chance. We preview UFC 128. Fighting against friends, what's the problem? Phil Baroni has a new home. Inside MMA is on. Come inside MMA. I'm Kenny Rice, joined as always, and I know this from the heart, the finest of friend, Boss Rude.
That's teary-eyed now, right there.
Don't cry.
Right here. Otherwise, I should do my breathing exercise so I get tears.
I know.
But we're going to talk about that. That's why.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about friend versus friend, among other things. Preview the UFC in just a few moments. Meanwhile, UFC bantamweight champ, one of the most exciting fighters around, joins us now. Dominic Cruz, welcome back.
Thanks for having me on again.
Phil Baroni gets ready for a new venue, Titan Fighting Championship. You can see it next week against Nick Nolte here on HDNet, and you don't have to worry about fighting a friend.
Got none.
That's good. Trevor Wittman has plenty of friends. He's the owner, head trainer at Grudge Training Center. We can go through the list. We will later on because I think every other guy on the UFC 128 card is fighting out of your gym. Welcome in, Trevor.
Well, I appreciate it.
Now, here is the way it breaks down. Boss going to break down a little later on. We'll break down right now. UFC 128, Shogun taking on Jones. That's the belt. I have a feeling, just a guess, that Dominic might pay close attention to the Uriah Faber-Eddie Wineland fight as well. Then you see the rest of the card, including Marquardt and Schaub. I have a feeling that Trevor might pay close attention to that as well. But Jones, you know, this guy, he's been up-and-comer for 2 years, newcomer of the year. He's been around. He's 12-1. He's exciting. He's different. Crazy fighting style at times. Here he is, boss. He gets the title shot. Do you think he deserves it?
Yes, I do. Who else, I say? It's very simple. And that one loss, I didn't see it as a loss. I thought he won that fight also against Hamill. So, well, he had only went to distance against Bonner in the beginning, but that was in 2009. And since then, he's been knocking people out. And in spectacular fashion. So, yeah, I do think he deserves it.
I agree 100%. But what did you, the viewers, think in our MMA Junkie poll this week? We asked, was UFC headliner Jon Jones rushed into a title shot too quickly? Why, let's see, you had 2 shots here. Yes or no? 65% said no.
Hey, there we go.
I don't know. I thought that was a lot.
Yep.
Personally, I don't know.
Rightfully so.
Let's open it up. Is it too soon for this guy to get a shot with a 12-1 record? I know it's a deep, it's deep when you go the light heavyweight ranks, but what do you guys think?
You know, I think that he's going to be starting, basically, you know, he came into this and started fighting some of the top guys in the division. He went through and pretty much beat them pretty decisively. I mean, what else do you got to do to get to be ready for a title shot? All you can do is just fight, do what he's done. He's ready for the title.
That's why we brought Phil in, because we need to get tough here. I mean, that's a tough crowd, isn't it?
He definitely deserves a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's beating everybody, you know, made him look bad. I mean, Bonner went the distance, but Bonner, I never seen Bonner stopped. I mean, he punishes guys. He deserves a shot, definitely. But, you know, it's a huge test. Shogun's a real deal. Machida was unbeatable, and Shogun stopped him. I mean, me and Boss been watching Shogun since the Pride days. I mean, we're going to see what this Jon Jones is all about. I like him. He's from New York. You know, he's a good guy. Got to support the guys from New York. But, you know, Shogun's a real deal, and he comes to fight. And he's going to be aggressive. He's not going to be intimidated, and he's going to be after him. So it's going to be a real test.
Trevor, should I even ask you if he deserves a title shot?
I tell you what, this kid is so talented. You know, it makes my hairs raise when I watch this kid, and I can see why people say it could be too early, because the kid's so young in his game. And,
you know, I'm trying to think, who else would you throw out top of your head that should get the shot instead right now?
You know, the thing is it was Rashad's fight. You know, and that's what makes it stir up a little stuff in the game right now.
But he could. So.
But we got Jon Jones, who's in there. I mean, he's a great fighter. But what's he going to be like in 5 years? I do think this guy at some point could be a pound-for-pound king.
Dominic, I know you'll be watching Uriah taking on Wineland in that fight. There is the chance. We always have to qualify with UFC. There is the chance that it's going to happen. The winner of that fight then would challenge you and try to take that belt away from you.
Yeah, you know, bring it, you know. I'm training. I'm always training. I'm ready to fight the best guys. And, you know, you can't count Wineland out in this fight. You know, I think a lot of people are kind of writing him off automatically, but you can't do it because the kid's got great footwork. That cage is huge. He's never fought in that cage, and it's Uriah's first time in the cage. The cage is bigger than normal. And Wineland's got great footwork, great angles, great movement. He's hard to catch, hard to hit. Good takedown defense. I can make a rough night for Uriah. And, you know, Uriah got the edge in the grappling, so I'm real interested in that fight, and I can't wait to see it and see who I got next.
Would you like to have that rematch with Faber?
Oh, I'd love the rematch. I think everybody who loses a fight, any of us who have fought, and I think Philip Baroni can agree with me that you always want a chance to get that fight again, get that loss back, and prove that, you know, best out of 3 almost, in a sense, you know? Yep. Like paper, rock, scissors. You just want to get that win in there.
And, you know, you're mentioned among everything right now. I mean, maybe Uriah, maybe Eddie, the winner of that fight you'll get. Maybe you'll be in The Ultimate Fighter. Maybe you'll be a coach.
So many possibilities. I'm hoping that I could get some opportunities like that just to get me out there.
I'd like to see you on The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, I'd love to represent the 135, 145-pound weight class, you know? I mean, I feel like there's a lot that I could show to guys to help them get to the next level, and I feel like I could learn a lot from them, and you know, it could be a great experience for me, so I'm looking forwould to
see you work
to the
out like that.
opportunities.
Everybody's music on. That would be funny.
You're talking about having everybody bouncing to the music when in the warm-up, right?
Boop, boop.
All night, moving those feet, stay fast. That's what it's about.
All right, we take another look at the card. I bet Trevor's got the card memorized. I mean, who don't you have on the card? You got Jones, you got Marquardt, you got Schaub, you got Elliott Marshall, also fighting on that card against Luis Kane. Busy time right now going on for you.
It's a busy time. It's a great atmosphere in the gym. When you got so many guys on the same card, it becomes that family atmosphere where all the brothers are working together. And you know, that atmosphere has got me just going. You know, I'm excited for this card, and you know, I think the whole card is great. And the guys that I have on there, I mean, you just plan on them coming out and performing.
Who's 100% guaranteed going to win coming out of your gym?
I got all 3 of them. That's the way I do it. I'm a coach. I believe in all my guys 100%. All the training camps have went on great. Elliott took a fight on last-minute notice, but he was in shape. So, man, I'm ready for all guys to come out and look spectacular.
You know, it's like the IFL. You see that family feeling because you're training with all the guys and they fight on the same card. You know, that's why I always liked the IFL, because, you know, everybody trains together, make each other stronger. You know, you pass on your secret setups and your takedown defenses, whatever it is, because you want that guy to win, because you want the team to win.
Yeah.
You know, and normally you don't do that. So, yeah, that's cool stuff. I like it a lot.
Marquardt coming off a loss. How's his preparation been for this?
You know, it's awaken the beast. You know, Nate sometimes needs to be shook a little bit and told, hey, you need to wake up. And, you know, Nate goes out there. He's a student of the game. For a trainer, it's a pleasure because he always wants to learn. He always wants to ask questions. Why do I do this? When do I do this? It's great for a trainer. But sometimes we go out and we overthink things. Nate just needs to go out there and press the fight.
Okay, now with Schaub, I mean, this may be the biggest fight for him right now with Crow Cop coming up.
This is a big fight. Again, me as a trader, I'm always looking at from the outside. I look at it as, hey, what's best for the guys? Stylistically, I think it's a great fight for us. I mean, but the thing is, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. He's got like 7 rounds. He's got like 7 rounds as a professional. For him to go out there and go 3 rounds with Gonzaga, show everybody he can go the distance. I mean, this is a big step up for him.
Yep.
The thing about Crow Cop, you can even either fall asleep going after him, walking him down, or you can get caught sleeping.
Yep.
And that is a big key point in this fight. We cannot get lazy. We've got to go out there, stay disciplined, and make this fight.
And how does Jones beat Shogun?
Well, I think I might be working with Boss a little bit later, and I'll give you some tools on how he can do that.
Round. Gonna get, watch out for the takedown there. If that happens.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to talk about it. Jones got that big reach and he's using it very well. It's crazy unorthodox, crazy, the flying, turning elbows. I mean, who does that, you know? And he lands them.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect way to set up a takedown. And once on the ground, his control is so good.
Yeah.
You know, it's scary.
Coming up, stay with us. We're going to talk about Boss later on, breaking down all those fights. Next up, Dominic will talk about his hand injury, how that's going. Wake him, shake him, don't mess with Phil Baroni.
We play to win, and we play to win championships.
We have got ourselves a ball game.
We're on a run, regaining the lead.
This is the window for a
It's a
deuce.
special thing to still be playing basketball at this time of year.
Reed spinning, nice
He's
move.
got 30.
16 teams, all with one goal. Fight to become the final 2. This is where the fun begins. Win 2, and you're crowned champion. Don't, and there's always next year. The College Basketball Invitational Tournament. Coverage begins March 15th, only on HDNet.